Kayisi's Crazy Kitchen.
Are you filming right now?
Yeah.
Welcome back, folks. Kayisi's Crazy Kitchen. The next episode where y'all learn that I don't know what the hell I'm doing in here. But what we're going with tonight is going to be some pork chow mein. We're putting a few new twists on it, so I hope you're ready for it. Are you ready for this, folks? We're going to start out by chopping some vegetables. We're going with green beans, which I will very soon wash. We're going with a carrot, which I will also wash. Some cremini mushrooms. But that'll start us off for now. If you guys enjoy watching people wash vegetables, watch this. And incidentally, I didn't have to wash my hands first because I wasn't out on a smoke break. I'm fresh out of the shower. Smelling like $1,000,000 right now. And again, we're going righty onion so that you guys get to see all the action. And I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. We're going about maybe like that, a little thinner. Well, this slimy bugger is sliding all over the place.
Would you recommend maybe they dry off the mushrooms or something?
Well, I would recommend a sharper knife. So see, normally that's what I would do. I'd take the stem off, that way I could flip that down flat like that and just pop out.
So I would say that the breaking the stems off helps a lot with the leverage.
I think, I can't remember what recipe that was. If I cut it from this angle with the flat side down, you get more stability. So I'm just thinking flat side down. You know, this shit ain't rocking around. You ain't gotta worry about chopping your fingers like I'm normally scared of. You probably ain't even got mushrooms. It is mad real out here in Corona land. Or are we gonna get banned for me saying Corona?
I'll just have to beep it out.
I don't know if people have noticed, but these fingers are not metal or titanium. You know what I mean? They're real. Both of these especially. Edit that out. A few of those mushrooms are a little chunky. I don't know that I'm going to worry about that too much. And let's go with the carrot next. Let's see if I can get this down. I might have to do a lefty. This is a new technique for me. It's all chopping. We've had enough of you, carrot. And you're saying Julian's house?
Yeah.
Thin strip type?
That's what we're talking about.
Now I'm getting scared. I think I just pissed myself. Alright, look at that, people. And I'm noticing that it helps if you stack the biggest one on the bottom. I knew that to begin with, really, but I had just forgot because I've kind of been smoking that marijuana.
Well, it's nice to share it with the viewers.
The fact that I smoke marijuana, or?
They're just these little tidbits.
A couple of those are a little thick, but... I think the whole idea here is that stir fry, it's not a slow cook operation. That needs, it's stir fry, you're frying things. It happens very quickly. You don't want big chunky carrots that are gonna be basically crunchy by the time you get them. We're gonna leave that carrot up there as a reminder that you can always add more carrot if you want. I don't know the best way to rinse off green beans, but it's very important to dry them off because they're going into oil.
And all we gotta do is cut off the tips on each end, and then cut them in half.
Everything cooking evenly. That's what you want, folks. We're gonna set you down there for now. I should have used a bigger paper towel, but that rhymed. I guess next episode we should maybe start telling like how many pounds, you know, like green beans right now. Am I supposed to tell him it takes 24 green beans in this recipe? No, I'm not counting these green beans. F that. We'll start with that right there. That is how we're gonna do it, folks. And I should have used a bigger cutting board, but I did not. I chose to be foolish and roll how I roll. I guess it technically doesn't matter which end I lay out there. There we go, people. 265,000 green beans in this recipe. So folks, now we're going with the garlic. And we're gonna rinse that off.
I think that's the ginger. Did you say garlic?
Oh, did I just say garlic? This is actually ginger. retract that statement, edit it, do what you gotta do, work your magic. But you caught me, man, like I did say garlic. So, our technique for ginger, and Nate put me up on this because I would have ended up wasting a whole lot of ginger. But what we do is we take a spoon, and I guess, what did I do last time? Use the front side or the back side?
I think it worked either way.
I think it would. You just want to scrape that skin off just like that. But again, we will edit that and we will wash that. Like, Jesus. You get the idea.
Oh yeah, it looks perfect.
Little spoon.
Amazing.
Boom. So here we go with the ginger, yeah. That's about right, I think, as far as thinness. I don't want to try and get too cute with it. I'm thinking about somewhere a little finer maybe. All right, so this is gonna go in a separate bowl, folks. And if it's okay, I'm gonna use a black bowl. If you prefer, you can use a white bowl. You can use a brown bowl. I'm going with a black bowl. What do you want for this? And then next we're going garlic? Absolutely. So you're thinking about 6 cloves? 6 cloves. On top of that, 6 is my favorite number. And hopefully you're gonna edit out how messy I'm being in the kitchen. These people don't need to see this.
And they're just here for the food.
Honestly, as soon as we're done with the Corona, we'll let y'all come over. And that rhymed. I'm in a rhyming mood tonight, man. It's capital dangerous. I don't like this piece of garlic. There's something just brownish on that end. I don't like it. You're fired. As the Trump would say, you're fired. And this is actually 2 cloves, I think, so. Or 3. All right, folks. Call it 6 cloves anyway, though. More garlic, less garlic. You decide. This is what we went with.
How many times have we showed people how you smash this garlic and then peel it?
All the time, and explain it over and over. I think as long as you show them what it's supposed to look like before it goes in the pan, they can get themselves there. Is there anything that we haven't put garlic in?
I think the cheeseburger, but other 16 other episodes we have you cutting garlic. And so this will be number 17.
Number 17. But I'll still never not love the way fresh garlic smells. It's just something about that right there. That's good. We're gonna go finely diced. 3 green onions. You heard it here first. He didn't have to superimpose anything on the screen to let you know that there were 3 green. I told you first. I want my credit. And of course this is something he's gonna edit. Alright, first we're gonna chop off this. Figure it out, folks. So, you're going in the bowl with the ginger and the garlic, folks. 3 green onions, 6 cloves of garlic, and what do we want to call that again? With the ginger. So next, folks, I'm sorry, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready for me?
I think they're ready.
Are they ready for me?
I think we're all ready.
Everybody's ready?
Yeah.
Alright, next, we're moving on to the pork. And what we went with is some nice, natural, boneless pork loin chops. We got 3 of them in there, decent size, about 1.5 pounds. I think what I like to do is rinse these mofos off. I love rinsing. Let's let them get a look at them now. Oh, nice. Ooh, those are proper right there. I just like rinsing off some of the slime of some meats. You know what I mean? That didn't look cool.
We'll just use this part.
Yeah, sure we will. You leave all the bad. Everything I ask you to edit, you leave that in there.
You know how this works.
Alright, so when you say bite-sized pieces, let's see how many nice looking chunks I can do. Although you better have a big mouth if you're gonna put that in. Yeah, that was a little thin, but we can deal with it. And we were talking about putting all these on a plate.
Put all that in like a bowl.
Boom. Problem solving, folks. That's how we roll. Wasted about 5 paper towels in the age of the next Mel Gibson movie, like The Last Pork Chop. Dun -dun. Mel wanted that last pork chop, and he'll kill you for it. I don't know why I picked Mel Gibson of all people. I was more of a Danny Glover fan myself, because Danny's black and all, but nowadays you'd have to pick a more current actor, because I'm not going to say Mel is obsolete. He's doing some good still, but he's not the marquee figure that he was.
Who would be the modern day?
Modern day Mel Gibson? I think you'd have to go out of the States just because Mel's from Australia. So you'd have to go with somebody that hadn't really dealt with that American experience growing up and was crazier for it. But who I would pick, that's a great question. You can weigh in on that, audience, if you want to. So then we're working on our marinade, yeah? So, if I remember correctly, as far as what we are marinating and serenading this pork with, we're gonna go with maybe some soy sauce first, just to give it the, you know what I mean? Dunk.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, not too heavy. And bam.
A little splash of sesame oil. That's good. We gotta tell these people too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
sorry. Sesame oil, that was what I just sprinkled in there. And never too much sesame oil. It's, you know, it's got some flavor to it.
Put a little scoop of that black bean garlic sauce.
Scoop of the black. What's the matter? You couldn't find any white bean garlic sauce? So just a scoop? One basic, we want to call it a tablespoon?
It smells like.
We should smell it before we throw it in. Yeah, I can see it. That was the black bean garlic. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Black bean garlic sauce. It's passed the smell test. And then next, if I'm not mistaken, oh, the honey.
And we'll show them that too.
Oh.
Yeah, honey.
Even though it's upside down.
We can flip the screen.
And then a light drizz. Get out there. I don't think the thing is built through, or was the honey? We've used honey before. Crap. Cut.
Kayisi's Krazy Kitchen.
Alright, so light honey, light drizz. You know how it is.
That'll be good.
Somewhere in there. Unless, as always, you want more honey. Alright, folks. Next we go to the black pepper. And we're just gonna go real light with this, nothing fancy. You know, you don't want it to take over too much of the flavor there. You know what I mean? Somewhere's in there, I'm thinking. Let's get it down here.
Bob Marley style.
Don't be afraid to stir it up. I think that's somewhere in there, folks. If anything, you gotta move it around because that black bean sauce and the honey in particular, they're sticky, they're thicky, and you don't want them on your dicky. Alright, folks, there we are. Boom. Alright, folks. But I would like the audience at home to notice that while we are using a Red Bull, we're not adding Red Bull.
But what are we adding?
We're adding chicken broth. About half a can of chicken broth. What just happened to that? Did that fall in the can?
Yeah. Probably part of the can.
Maybe a little piece of bone or something. Alright, so we're right here. That's about half a can. Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I still want to get that little piece of shit out there.
You need to get that piece of shit out of there.
The old Kiko man. 4 tablespoons. I don't know if the audience at home understands, but you don't see me with any tablespoons, so I just kind of eyeball things. Sometimes it turns out a little salty, sometimes not enough flavor. We haven't done as much with this as we would like to, but this is our first experience with the oyster sauce, folks. We're saying about half as much, so like 2 tablespoons or so. And this is one of those thick ones too, apparently.
That's good. You can throw a little bit of the sesame oil in there.
A little sesame. A little bit of cornstarch.
Yeah.
We're going back to the black bean sauce. Nice healthy dollop of that. In there. Too much?
That's good.
Not enough. More honey. Cap we're gonna have to wash off.
That's good.
Alright. As always, he's messy, folks. This is what we have, people. Chow mein stir-fry noodles. And we're gonna boil a couple of packs of these. That's easy. You just kind of slap that in there. The Himalayan salt. Small Himalayan, just pinch in the water. Nothing fancy. Okay, we're bringing our water to a boil here. I don't know if it's gonna fog up your camera. You know, you bring your water to a nice little boil. I usually wait. You know, some people would throw it in now. I wait till I really see that water doing its thing. All right, here we go, folks. 3 minutes, folks. We are starting now. You can see they're already breaking apart. I don't know if you can see that at home, but it's like these noodles were made to do what they're doing. Alright, now leave them alone. They're unclumped. Let's do their thing. Absolutely hate washing these things. I mean, you see all the holes in there. And some people just swipe it and you still see little crusty pieces of food stuck in there. You gotta do something about that, folks. But Nate and I were just talking about how it's nice when, you know, say you're waiting for water to boil, you know, maybe clean up some dishes. You know, it'll be less for you to have to worry about later. You can just sit down and enjoy your meal. We're gonna run them through a strainer. I mean, it's up to me. I say you just kind of leave them there for a minute. This is me running a little cold water over our chow mein noodles. And we're going to set him on there, but we are going to turn him down. We're going with the peanut oil, folks. And you don't have to go too heavy. It's a very good heat conductor, and it spreads out very nicely, just like that. Alright, folks, are you ready for this? Cut so thin that I move it around more than I normally would. I don't know about you. I mean, I like my pork cooked, but when I'm cooking something, I don't like to see any empty space on the pan.
I might not need it.
I had a feeling I was going to lose one.
Alright.
So this is our mushroom, green bean, carrot concoction. And we're going with peanut yogurt. Again, you never want to go too heavy with peanut oil. And then after we add the pork to it, and the ginger and garlic and green onion, and the sauce and the noodles, how long do we let it go after that?
The rule of thumb is you let the noodles soak up all the sauce.
You think we're ready for the ginger, garlic, green onion?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Green onion, ginger, and garlic, folks. I'm gonna toss that all up in there. Oh, people. And here we go. We're adding all of our pork back in there right now. I believe we're going to add some chow mein noodles back. I don't know if that was supposed to. I'm sorry, folks, I forgot to let you know. Now we're putting in the sauce that we made earlier. And we're going to stir that in.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel pretty strongly that I would like to put it in my mouth. Look at that mess in there.
Nice.
Alright, folks. You saw it here first. Let's see if I can get a little bit of everything up into the mix here. Yeah, I can already tell this bite is gonna be good. Here we go. We've done it again, folks.
Kayisi's Crazy Kitchen.
And with that, we'll leave you. We hope to see you next time at Kayisi's Crazy Kitchen.
Kayisi's Crazy Kitchen.